welcome to my channel. You are watching Treasures Made from Yarn, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make this chevron egg. Now this is the pom-pom yarn that I had from Christmas. So this was made with a size F hook, and it measured about 4 inches long. I think at the widest part it is about 8 inches. I want to try to make it a little smaller, so I'm going to go down to a C hook, or this is a 2.75 millimeters. I want to try to make this a little bit smaller, but you could use, I mean, this is versatile. You could use any yarn you want, but I don't know if I would go, unless you want a really large egg, I don't know if I would go past a size 3. So, all right, so I'm gonna make it, I got it's a 20 row pattern, and I got 6 colors here. I'm gonna be repeating one of these twice, or I'm not repeating. Okay, I digress. These are the colors I'm using. So I'm going to start out with this color, which is, I guess, is a teal or aqua. I am going to make a magic ring, but you don't have to make a magic ring. Yeah, I think I'm going to show you without the magic ring. We're going to chain 2. And then we're going to do 6 single crochets in the second chain from hook. Now we are going to work in continuous rounds for this egg. And then just to let you know, so we're not going to join, we're going to work in continuous rounds. So the next round, we're going to do 2 single crochets in every single crochet. All right, so there's 11, and we're going to change colors now. Like, again, throughout this pattern, you can do how many ever colors or change colors whenever, but we're going to change colors now because I'm going to do 1 color for every 2 rows. So to change colors, before you finish off the last single crochet, the last loop, you would do the last loop in your new color, which I'm going to use the gray. And we can leave it on, but I think I'm going to cut off this end. I'll leave a little bit. This is all going to get stuffed in the end. All right, so on our new color, in our next stitch, we're going to, okay, so it might be helpful for these ends to kind of, maybe on this first one, put them together. We're going to do 3 single crochet though in our first stitch, so that's 3. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so then what we're going to do now is skip the next single crochet and 3 single crochet in the next stitch. That's 1, 2, 3. We're going to repeat this around, skip the next stitch, 3 single crochets in the next. Okay, so we're at the end of the round. Now, if you were going to change colors, we would have changed it at the last stitch, but what we're going to do now is that we're going to skip. Okay, so we're at the end of the round, so we would skip 1 stitch for the end of the round, and at the start of the next round, we would skip another stitch. So we're going to skip the last SC single crochet of the round, and we're going to skip the first single crochet of the next round, and in the middle, in the next stitch, which will be the middle of our chain 3 cluster, we're going to chain 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to skip the next 2 stitches, 5 single crochet in the next stitch. Skip the next 2 single crochets, 5 single crochet in the next single crochet, skip the next 2 single crochets, and then we're going to repeat that what we just did around till the end of the row. Okay, I'm at pretty much the end of the round, and I'm going to change colors again. So I'm going to cut that off. Start my next color. There you are, the 2 ends here. So again, we would skip the single crochet from the next round and skip a single crochet from the beginning of the next round. And then what we're going to do in the next single crochet, we're going to do 1 single crochet. And I'm going to put these 2 together to kind of lock them in place. And then the next stitch, we're going to do 5 single crochets again. In the next stitch, we're going to do, or in the next single crochet, we're just going to do 1 single crochet. We're going to skip the next 2 single crochets, do 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and do 5 single crochets in the next stitch. And then in the next stitch, we do 1 single crochet, we skip the next 2 single crochets and repeat what we did again. We'll do 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 5 single crochets in the next stitch, one single crochet in the next stitch, and then we skip 2 single crochets. Repeat that around, and we're going to end with a single crochet. Right, for the neck, we're not going to do any increasing for the next round. So what we're going to do is we're going to obviously skip the next 2 stitches, which is one from the last round, one from the next round. 1 single crochet in the next stitch and 1 more in the next stitch. So 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. We're going to do 3 single crochet in the next stitch. And do 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. We're going to skip 2 single crochets, do 1 single crochet in the next 2. Three single crochets into the next stitch, which is the top of our chevron. One single crochet in the next 2. Skip 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet in the next 2. Three single crochets. Next stitch. 1 single crochet in the next 2. Okay, so I'm about to change colors again. We're at the end of our row. I'm going to cut off this one. Put in our gray. All right. So we're going to do our final round of increasing. So we're going to skip obviously the last stitch from this round, the round we just did, and the next stitch of the next round, or our next round. And then we're going to do a single crochet after we skipped 2 stitches, is 1 in the next 2. Do 5 single crochets into the next stitch. And 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. We're going to skip the next 2 stitches, 1 single crochet in the next 2. 5 single crochet in the next stitch. One single crochet into the next 2 stitches, then skip the next 2, and then we'll just repeat what we just did around. Okay, so I finished up this row. So for the next row, we're going to skip the next 2 stitches, which in this case is the single crochet from the next round and the single crochet from the next round. And then we're going to single crochet in the next 3 single crochets, three single crochets into the next stitch, and one single crochet into the next, three single crochets, we're going to skip two single crochets, single crochet into the next three single crochets, three single crochets into the next stitch, in my way here, and one single crochet into the next three stitches or three single crochets, skip two, and then you're going to repeat that around. All right, I'm at the end of the row. I'm switching my colors. And now we're going to repeat that row we just did 3 more times. So 3 more rows of single crochet. We skipped 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet in the next 3. Three single crochets, single crochet in the next 3, and skip 2 single crochets. So I'm going to repeat this one row 3 more times, and I'll show you what to do next. All right, I just finished my 3 rows of repeating the last round. So now we are going to start our decrease round. So we are going to again skip the next 2 single crochets, which is the single crochet from the round we just did, and the first single crochet of the next round. So after we skip the 2 single crochets, we are going to single crochet 2 together. And one of the best ways we can do that to make it look better is to put the hook in just the front loop of the next 2 stitches and do a single crochet like normal. So after we do the decrease, we're going to do 1 single crochet in the next stitch, do 3 single crochets into the next stitch, do 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and then we're going to do a decrease single crochet. We're going to do a single crochet decrease over the next 2 stitches, and then we repeat. We're going to skip the next 2 single crochets and then repeat what we just did, which is the decrease, doing 2 single crochets together, do a single crochet in the next stitch, do 3 single crochets into the next stitch, one single crochet in the next stitch, and doing a decrease over the next 2 stitches. And we would skip 2 single crochets and we'll repeat that around. Okay, we are at the end of the round, and I'm going to switch my colors. Done with you. next. Okay. I'm switching colors here. So for this next stitch, we're not going to do any decreases. We are going to single crochet evenly around. So we skip the next 2 stitches, the next 2 single crochets, do a single crochet into the next 2 stitches, 3 single crochets into the next stitch, move my scissors out of the way, 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches. Then we're going to skip the next 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet into the next 2 single crochets, 3 single crochets into the next single crochets, and 1 single crochet into the next 2 single crochets. And we're going to skip 2 single crochets, and then we're going to repeat that around. All right, okay, at this point, you might want to start putting stuffing in our egg. You can use fiberfill, but I use scraps of yarn, which these are usually ends of the projects that I do. So I will use scrap yarn as stuffing into our egg. So I'm going to stuff this a bit and I will be right back. Okay, now I got some stuffing in our egg. So we're going to do another decrease row. So we're going to skip the next 2, we're going to skip our next 2 stitches, and we are going to do another decrease. Single crochet 2 together, do 3 single crochets into our next stitch, and do a single crochet decrease over the next 2 stitches, which is always I put, it's a reminder of putting a hook in the front loops of the next 2 stitches and doing a single crochet like normal. Skip 2 stitches, another single crochet decrease, do 3 single crochets into the next stitch, and do another single crochet decrease. So we are going to repeat that around until I get to the end of the row. Okay, we are at the end of the row and I'm about to change into another color. For this row, we are going to do single crochet evenly around. So we're going to skip the next 2 stitches, 1 single, no, I didn't. We're going to skip the next 2 single crochets and 1 single crochet in the next stitch. I'm trying to get our ends in there. Then we're going to do 3 single crochets into the next stitch. 1 single crochet in the next stitch. We're going to skip 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 3 single crochets into our next stitch, one single crochet into our next stitch, and then we're going to skip 2 single crochets, and then we are going to repeat that around. We have finished up that round, so hopefully at this point, if you need to keep stuffing your egg some more. Right, for the next round, we are going to skip these next 2 stitches and 1 single crochet into the next 3 single crochets. We're going to skip 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet into the next 3 single crochets. Oh. We're going to repeat that around as we skip 2 single crochets and 1 single crochet into the next 3. Now I'm ready to switch colors again. So at this point, you're going to do 1 single crochet in every single crochet. All right. At this point, you want to still keep continuing on to stuff the egg. Now for the next round, we're going to single crochet 2 together, and 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and repeat that around. Single crochet 2 together, and 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and 1. I think I'm going to switch my color, that little bit of purple in my last round. So we're going to do 1 single crochet even around. Yeah, at this point, might want to consider finishing up, stuffing our ends in here. Finished last row, and this is any last minute finishing up stuffing to make it look like an egg. A bit more stuffing in the end here. All right, make sure you got finishing up stuffing our egg. For our final row, we're going to single crochet 2 together all the way around. So that will be 6 times. That'll be 1, and that is it. We finish off. Okay, so I think the best way, gotta find the right needle I want. Okay, this will work. All right, so I think the best way is to put our needle in the front loop of all our stitches. I can see that. And just pull it tight. Then you just stick it back in the needle. Oh, I hope I can reach down to the purple. Alright, and then cut our end off here. Here we have it, our little egg. Small hook, looks like it made it a little bit smaller. That's our egg. So it is about 4.5. I guess this one over here was, if we did, it was almost 5 inches if we go from top to bottom. This one's only about 4. About 8 inches around. Right, I did it with the F hook. It's still about 8 inches around. A little under 8. So, all right, there you have it. Your little chevron egg. It says you could try it with different yarns and different hook sizes to get different sizes and the looks you want for our chevron egg. But if you did like this tutorial, please give it a like. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. And I want to thank you again, as always, for watching. And I will see you in my next video. Bye now.